that last cab chat, I was just a little on the angry side over some of the stuff that was going on. So I think I'm going to redo it. Probably do it in 2 parts, so you'll see this one. Me going to work and probably come back. I think the cab chat was basically, if I understood it correctly, talking about, I guess, how you got into cars or what you're into. You know, whether it be the mechanical side, auto body side, whatever. So, like I explained in my last video, in this video I won't be as loud because I don't have the window down. Like I explained in my last video, for me it started when I was a child, only because of my older brothers. Like I said, they ranged from 4 years older than me, about 6 or 7 years older than me, and 10 years older than me. I am the little one, or the younger one, and like I said, it was right in the heart of, or the beginning and the heart of the muscle car era. All my brothers had hot rods. All their friends had hot rods. I couldn't walk anywhere around my parents' house without seeing, 3, 4, 5 cars parked out front and a motor hanging off a chain, which didn't make the neighbors happy. But then again, my parents' house wasn't a pigsty either. It was always neat. You always looked at it. There wasn't cars or parts laying around anywhere. Everything was kept in the garage. Pretty much the way I do it. Like I said, I started off when I was young, about 5 years old. My first experience was in the garage. I remember working on a 1965 Le Mans convertible with a 326. I remember being there with my brother, putting the cam in it, and getting yelled at a lot. Handing him the wrong tools and doing whatever I was doing. And with that, my brother, right under him, had just started getting into cars. One of his first cars was a 70 Roadrunner, obviously a big block. Old Roadrunners are big blocks. But this one was kind of cool. It was a 70 Roadrunner, had the air grabber on it. It was a bench seat automatic car, sedan with flip out windows in the back. Had a Dana 60 under the back. It's a pretty cool car. Definitely a cool car. And like I said, we played with that car too. Back in these days, back in the early to mid 70s, there was a lot of racing going on, a lot. And like I said in my earlier videos, it was all happening on 231. It was a perfect drag strip, and people came from all over the island. We went up to a place called Channels, which was, I guess, like an early days Home Depot. And people would bring their cars up there. Some people towed them up with chains. There was nobody coming up there with trailers. This is before the days of, trailer queens and prima donnas. People meant business. When you were arranging a race in 1975 for $500, you meant business. You came up there open headers, the car was fully tuned, you had the slicks on the back, you were ready to go. Like I said before, the only time the hoods ever opened on these cars is when you arranged the race and they just wanted to look around. You know what I mean? Then the hood was closed again. And you went down the road and people would line up on the sides of the street, and you just had enough time to do a burnout and race before the police would make it there. And then you would spend the week working on the car again. My oldest brother always had one of the fastest cars. He was very competitive to this day. There was a point where he turned around and he bought Richie Zool's 68 Camaro, big block car, which actually back then was a super stock car. Had 1,900 miles on it. Was never on the street. And he put it on the street just to stay competitive. And like I said, it evolved from there. I mean, I could sit and rattle off some of the cars we had that really got me hooked on it. We had a 72 Camaro, small block, McBeth's motor in it, all done. That thing had a chute on the back. One of my brothers was heavily into Mustangs. 68 fastback. He had a 64.5 notchback. He had a 65 convertible GT. And various other Mustangs. He was the one with the 70 Roadrunner. My other brother, 68 Chevelle, big block car, stick, triple black. He had the 65 Le Mans convertible. He had the 68 Camaro, big block car, superstar car. 64 vet. Both my brothers had 64 vets. One of my brothers now has a 70 vet. He's got that 67 Fairlane. He's got that 70 pickup. I have one brother with a 69 Z28 RS cross ram car. We still got a 66 Chevelle big block car in the family. Got a 79 Camaro that runs super gas. Got a 55 Chevy Pro Mod car still in the family running. I got my Ramblers. As you know, I have the 68 AMX 390 car. I got my 68 American two-door sedan that you guys have seen. I got the 64 wagon, altered wheelbase. And I'm sure I've missed a bunch of cars in between. We have a friend that still has his original 67 Chevelle convertible, big block Bullwood motion car that he refuses to sell to me. I've been trying to buy it now for 15 years. And that's it. I'm at work. We'll continue this later.